What up, YouTube? Alright, I'm gonna keep this very short because I know most of you have already seen Kuroko's no Basket episode, so I'm just going to tell you my opinions of the chapter. I loved... Sorry. Chapter. Episode. I love this episode. This episode, it was amazing. From beginning to end, amazing. I mean, it was a long episode. It was 22 minutes. Well, it went by so fast. But then, at the same time, it was amazing. It was one of those episodes that just went by so fast, but also seemed so very long. I don't know how to explain that, but that's what happened. I mean, the tension, the battles going back and forth, it was incredible. I mean, at one point you think that, at one point you think that Toho was going down, and then Aomine does something crazy. So they had the whole zone thing going. He and Kagami started battling back and forth, but then at one point Kagami passes the ball and shakes things up a bit. Like I said, I'm not gonna go into everything, but here's what I want to say about how things ended. It was great. It was absolutely phenomenal. The way they managed to send flights back, managed to tie the ball game up. No, not tie the game up, but managed to be in the situation to tie the game up. But they know their weaknesses. They know they're at their limit, and they know that if they go into overtime, Aomine is just going to beat them. Aomine and his boys are gonna beat them. So they miss on purpose. They get the ball. Kagami goes up for a dunk. Aomine goes up to block him, and then what happens next? He doesn't, and I think he does block him. Like, yeah, he goes up. He gets blocked, and then Kuroko goes back, gets the ball, pass, catches it, Aomine comes in, and bam, he dunks it. That was amazing. I mean, and they win by, I think 101 to 100, I believe was the score. That was amazing. What is interesting is the fact that you have the other generation of miracles in the stadium watching, right? And you have Kisei. And Kisei is like, you're cheering Saren on. And he really wants Saren to win. He really does. Why? Because he wants things to change. He doesn't want things to remain the same. He wants Aomine to go down. All those guys that came to watch, one thing I noticed that when Toho lost, the expression they had was, this is good. This is good. It's not gonna be the same old. Like this mixes things up. Remember when Akashi, the point guard, had that meeting of the Generation of Miracles and said, "Remember the promise I told you guys that we would agree on." What I suspect is that he made them promise to bring their best, so that they could decide who amongst them was the best. I think that the reason why the 5 Miracles split up was that I think they got bored working together. I think they were so good and so dominating that they decided they're gonna split up, go to different schools, and then dominate, and then see who among them is the greatest. I think that's what it's about. But what's interesting is that what Saren's win did when they beat Aomine and knocked him out and knocked Toho out of the tournament. What this is that this actually opens up the competition for the rest of the Generation of Miracles. Because what this does is it shows that this thing does not belong. This is no longer a contest just between the Generation of Miracles in these other schools. No. We got an anomaly. We have Kuroko playing his basketball, his style of basketball. We've got Kagami, a rising star. Generation Miracle level guy by potential. Generation of Miracle level guy. And Saren's gonna get better. But basically, Kuroko's in the mix. Now remember, the Generation of Miracles recognizes Kuroko or acknowledged him. But I think he's not recognized for his style. They recognize his ability, and how he augmented their level of play. So they recognize him as the sixth man of the Generation of Miracles, but he's not recognized as a generation level miracle, all out, skilled, dangerous scoring player. He's not recognized that way. Nor is his style of basketball has been recognized either. Aomine didn't recognize it. Kisei didn't really recognize it. If you even notice, Kisei's ability is to copy any move out there. Kisei didn't copy Kuroko basketball, Kuroko's way of style of play. He never did. Never did. But now that Kuroko's team, Seren, is going to advance, I think what this is going to do is that this is going to add to the competition. And I think the Generation of Miracles are going to realize that Kuroko's style of play is a competing factor now in this tournament. And I think that as we see Seren, play against the other teams, Generation of Miracles are going to realize that the competition now is not going to be about just who is the best, but whose basketball style is the best. And I think Winter's Cup, that's what the Winter's Cup is going to be about. I seriously think that is what Winter's Cup is going to be about. It's going to be about the same whose style of basketball play is better. And so this was great. Now we got some character development with Aomine Daiki as well. You saw that after his defeat, his face was just, he was different. He looked depressed. He looked sad. That intensity that we used to see from him was just gone. But guys, do not count my boy Aomine Daiki out. Not for a second. You want to know why? Because this guy, he's not done. After the game, he said, for the first time, he said to Momoi, hey, you know what? I think I need some new shoes. I need some new shoes, and I want to start practicing. Aomine Daiki is going to start practicing. Remember, he was doing all that crazy stuff without practicing. Now, he's going to practice. He's going to get his butt out there. He's going to bust some lanes. He's going to run some lanes back and forth. He's going to start shooting. He's going to start practicing his layups or whatever. He's going to start stretching. He's going to actually practice. How good can this cat be when he's actually putting in effort? Remember, Aomine Daiki is supposed to be the greatest player among the Generation of Miracles. The greatest, strongest player. And now he's been that way without putting in the effort. Now he's going to put in the effort. He's going to get better. So, I like this progression because now Aomine Daiki has tasted defeat. He can actually start to enjoy basketball again. He's going to start to prepare. He's going to start to prepare. He's going to get better. He's going to put in more work. He's going to take competition more seriously. And we will see him again. We will see him again. I haven't read the manga, but even without reading the manga, I know we will see him again. Do not count Aomine Daiki out. Not for a second. Not for a second. He'll be back. But anyway, love the episode. Phenomenal episode. Rated very high. Very high. Give me your thoughts and concerns. Let me know what you think. Subscribe. And we'll see where this goes. I don't know. I hope this is not the season finale. If it was a great finale. I don't think it is, but seriously, one of the best. One of the most intense anime episodes I've seen. One of the most intense. Like, I didn't know I really did not know what's gonna happen. At first, I thought they were gonna go to overtime, but then when they said that if they go to overtime they would lose, I was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna miss deliberately. Whew. What an episode! But anyway, thanks for watching. This is the crossover. Signing out.